What is up everyone, welcome back to another video here on the SW Bricks and Figs channel. Today I am bringing you week number 9 of building Coruscant, the hunt for Ahsoka. If this is the first time that you are seeing this series, this is my mock build series that I do every single Saturday here on the channel. And I show my progress of me recreating the scene from season 5 of the Clone Wars where Ahsoka escapes from the Republic base on Coruscant. This week we get a ton of stuff done, we install some secret rooms, we add some lights into those rooms and much more, so make sure you stay tuned right through to the end. Of course, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like button, it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, smash the subscribe button as well, so you can stay up to date on all of my content when I do post it. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, since the start of last episode, I've actually done a little bit more plating off. You can see I've got most of this mock completely plated off to the level I want it to be on. You can see the black area is the new section, but we're going to work on a load of different things in today's episode, such as the lighting. So let's go ahead with that and I'll show you what I get done. Okay, so one problem I found with the mock that I've done so far is that this little room right here, these little Easter egg rooms are a little bit dark. So what I'm going to plan on doing is adding in some light. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So sit back, enjoy the time lapse whilst I rip up everything, all of my hard work, and get some lights installed into these rooms. So that's all installed now, the cables are all underneath the plates and everything like that. So it's time to test out the lights, so I'm just going to add the battery pack in here and we'll see how well it works. Okay, so that works pretty well. I'll quickly show you in more of a dark lighting in my room so you can see more how this will look in the actual mock. So you can see there's a little bit of a flicker, but I think this turned out pretty well. It does sort of stabilize itself after a few seconds of being turned on. We're going to work on a few other things now, like untangling the cables, getting them all in the right positions and stuff like that, and I'll cut back in just a second. Okay, so the next thing that I did end up getting done was actually sort of building up this central piece here, and I've actually added in this little mechanism so that I can turn the lights on using this little pull down piece right here, and then I can just put my finger in and turn on the lights. And what I'll have is all of the lights for all 3 of these rooms right here all connected into one, so I can just do that and I can just put this back up again. I think this turned out pretty well, but I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks like a ventilation shaft or something like that, and I think it will be pretty good to have that in there. You can see the battery pack is sort of buried within there, and then I'll have all the wires coming into this little switchboard right here, so hopefully that will look pretty good. I'm kind of just waiting on loads of pieces to finish off this area here. I do have an order coming in pretty soon for that, as well as orders for other things like these tiles right here, which I've got to get done pretty soon. But yeah, I'm going to start working on some other stuff this episode as well. I might actually be able to get one of the rooms sort of completely leveled off, but I'm not entirely sure. It really just does depend on whether I can get enough filler brick to build up this side right here and add the lights in and everything like that. But yeah, we'll have to see. But overall, pretty happy with what I've done so far. Let me know what you think of this little control panel right here. I think it's pretty good. It definitely looks better than having the actual box sticking out or anything like that I've done for previous mocks, but I'm pretty happy, and I definitely am excited to sort of finish off this entire back corner. It kind of looks like a bomb has hit this corner right now. The rest of it looks pretty good, then this corner is kind of like destroyed and stuff like that, but hopefully I'll be able to finish this off pretty soon and get it all completely nicely plated off. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be working on is actually this little secret room sort of platform, basically the beginning of the little secret room. So pretty much what I've done so far is I worked out that I need to have a brick and then one of these different pieces right here to be able to get the right distance so it sits flush with the actual wall. This is basically the original concept that I had. Basically I was just stacking pieces to work out what I would need. Then I transformed it into this sort of light bluish grey version because I think this looks a lot better. Basically I was going up instead of down with these ones. It's pretty much the same thing, and you can see at the top I need another one to get the right amount of height because there was a slight little gap between the top of this plate here and then the actual roof itself, and it worked out a perfect distance where you have this one hinge piece right here and then also the tile on top. Basically what I'm going to be doing from now is I'm actually going to be cutting this in half, so it'll just be one stud thick basically, but I've ordered the pieces from lego.com, so they might be a while. Hopefully those will come within the next few weeks, and then basically that's going to represent the main front of it. I thought with basically if I have this too wide, it works pretty well and I think it looks good, but I think it'll probably take up too much space. If it's too wide here, the entire room has to be too wide all the way around, definitely the sides at least then. So basically I decided to try and make it one wide. However, I think these pieces right here, these upright pieces, are really expensive. They're about 50p each on Bricklink. However, I found them on lego.com. I got super lucky and they were only like 5-10p each or something like that. So I'm really glad I could save the money. However, they'll be taking a lot longer to come. So hopefully those will arrive pretty soon. You can see basically what I've done is I've added this little tile in here. Obviously that would be a 1x1 instead of a 1x2 when it's actually the correct size, and then basically this will wrap around the sides, and then I have room to sort of flesh out the interior, and I'm going to do the same thing for all 3 rooms. You can see I've added this little piece right here which kind of helps me pull it in and out, but it's definitely not 100% effective, but I think it looks really good in total. And basically this will link up and hit the walls all the way around, so you won't see any of the filler brick, and then that'll have all the interior. And basically what this allows me to do is basically pull this out, work on it, and then put it back in as and when I have the pieces and the ideas. So basically it means that I can create something that I really want and not have to rush it and sort of build it now when I haven't really fully decided what I want, and I can basically just have this. I'm going to go ahead and recreate 2 more of these big platforms right here. I think it's like 15x16 or something like that, big platforms. I'm going to go ahead and recreate 2 more of these, and then I'll cut back in and show you when those are done. And there's all 3 done. You can see I haven't added in the little hinge piece on the front of these 2. I don't really think that's necessary, and I'm probably going to remove that. However, I do need to go back in and add 1 tile in each corner of these, which I'll probably do at a later date, but I'm going to be able to just put all of these back into their rooms now. You can also see over here the next thing I worked on was adding in some cross beams and stuff, supports and stuff to go over the top of this. Then basically next what I'm going to do is get a 16x16 plate, put the lights underneath. I've left the gaps here and here for the lights, work out where they're going to go, and that should be able to be slotted straight in there, get all the wires done, and then we should be good to go with this room as well. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that progress, but let's carry on, get some more work done, and I'll show you and update you when I do get some more stuff done. Okay, so now we have 2 out of 3 illuminated rooms. That was actually pretty easy. That didn't take me very long at all. Once I've sort of figured out how to align the lights and that sort of thing, I just sort of repeated it again on that side, and it was much easier than the first one. The first one I had a bit of problem working out where to put them in between like the different braces and stuff, but I kind of planned ahead with this one and it was a lot easier. And I'm kind of happy with the way this came out. One thing I'm worried about is having 6 lights in total, all hooked up to 1 battery pack. Can be a little bit dim with these lights here from like my bricks. You can actually, the more you have on, obviously the dimmer they are, and they've just turned off. I don't know why that's happened, but yeah, I found these lights can be a little bit temperamental, so fingers crossed they'll hold up and they'll be good enough for this mock, but we'll have to see, and I'm just gonna have to go and find out why they've just turned off. So wish me luck, guys, and I'll have a little look over there and see what happened. So if you guys have seen the plans for the mock, the final thing I'm going to be talking about in today's episode is the Republic symbol that's going to go right about here. So I'm going to cut some photos of that and sort of give you a brief little talk through about what's going on with that, and where I'm going to head in the direction of building up this back section and all that different sort of thing. Okay, so prototype was done for me by a guy named EJ Sparrow 12, really nice guy, really talented guy with this software Studio. I've never really used it too much, but this is a prototype he's whipped up for my Republic base symbol. that's going to be outside of the base, and this looks really good in my opinion. I want to hear your opinions on this, guys. Basically what's going to happen is it's actually going to be in light bluish grey with dark bluish grey lines in the center. However, for this prototype it's just been done in black and grey. But he's used a ton of different techniques to get all the different line work and different sort of sections in the right places that they should be, and I think this has come out really nicely. So let me know what you think of this, and I'd love to hear your feedback. If I do go ahead, I will probably be making this and adding it into the mock. I might be changing up in a few different ways to make it my own, but make sure you go check out EJ Sparrow in the comment section down below. He definitely deserves a bit of a shout out in this video. But yeah, amazing prototype sent in by him. I think it looks really good, and I'd love to hear your feedback in the comment section. Obviously a couple of these photos have this sort of square border. I think on one side at least, this front side, probably the bottom side as you're looking at this right now, would be sort of cut off and curved around the edge of the symbol, so we'd have like sort of a curved lip on it. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to be working on that in the coming weeks and months. But yeah, that's the last thing I'm going to show you this week in this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode though, guys. I was actually really sick this week, so I haven't managed to get a ton done. You can probably hear it in my voice right now just talking, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what I managed to get done in this week's episode. And of course, make sure you stay tuned for the future episodes. We have a ton of stuff left to do. This mock is nowhere near finished, so we've got a load of work left to do in the coming weeks and months. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and leave a like if you did enjoy. Of course, in the comments, go and tell me what you thought of this mock so far, and how you enjoyed, what parts you enjoyed, and what things you might change. I'd love to hear your feedback and stuff like that. It's really useful. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.